What's up, guys? Hope you guys had a good weekend. Today we're going to take a look at another Shear Revival product. It's going to be the Northern Lights matte paste. In the past, I never really reviewed like just any kind of paste in general, just because never really worked well for my type of hair. My experience has been that a lot of pastes have been dry, not really restylable, and then sweat would just kind of destroy the product and end up in my eyes. So never a pleasant experience. I'm really glad that Shear Revival came up with a matte paste, mainly because this is more of a natural blend of ingredients. Just reading off their website, we got 98% plant-derived ingredients. It's got a firm hold, matte finish, essentially everything I'm looking for in a product, because I'm not too keen on the super slick products or super heavy holds, or I don't know. I like kind of going along with how my hair has those waves, and I like products that kind of not accentuate it, but like kind of allow it to just kind of freely be styled, if that makes sense. I'm not really going for like a super straight, slick, crazy kind of look, but overall, let's go ahead and just jump right into it. We're going to take a look at the design of the jar, application process, and then see how it fares throughout the day. And then if you guys saw the O'Dowd's texture spray, it hella worked well with that one. So I'll go ahead and link. I don't even know how to do that, but there's going to be a link. So let's go ahead and take a look at the jar. Alrighty. The Northern Lights matte paste comes in a amber glass jar with the aluminum top. It's 3.4 ounces, which is TSA friendly. I've only had one issue where I'm carrying a pomade over 4 ounces where it got confiscated, and I don't know why exactly, but whatever the case, you're safe to carry this on if you're flying. We see that it's printed on metallic ink for the logo or the graphic. Everything else is pretty much the same across the Shear Revival line. Y'all know what it looks like, so not much to say. We got your ingredients, what the product is, and then directions on how to use it. So let's go ahead and get to application and styling. Alright, opening the jar, you're going to get a whiff of sage and citrus. For me, I experienced a little bit of the citrus. It's like a very pleasant, sweet smell. And then the sage kind of carries that, if that makes sense. It's a very, not herbally, maybe herbally. Not in the sense of like Chinese medicine herbals, but the herbs that you cook with. It definitely does smell like sage. So if you guys are into that, it's a nice smell for sure. So just reading off their website, we have a bunch of clays, a bunch of oils, and a bunch of waxes. Somehow, in some way, that makes a matte paste. Don't ask me, I have no idea. You can ask Zach if you want. Just kidding. So let's go ahead and get styling. Scooping it out, it's super easy, considering that it's a lot of waxes and clays. Again, a lot of pastes are sticky. This does feel like a paste just coming right out the jar. Not an issue whatsoever. It's a very creamy consistency. Think, what can I compare it to? Almost like butter. It's got that kind of thickness to it, but it's very soft. So room temperature butter. Alright, so probably gonna use 2 scoops today. So I'm using about 2 scoops that big. Let me go get my comb. Where is my comb? Alright, application process. There's going to be a bit of tugging. It is a drier product. So once your hair is, I did apply it on dry, so essentially there's going to be a tugging. There's no way to avoid that unless you want to apply it on damp hair, but watching other people's reviews and videos, it's suggested and recommended that you apply it on dry hair for the best results. Just off the bat, texture, it's pretty fine. I feel like most dry products, or yeah, like drier products, give way to very fine texture. That's my experience as well. We see that it is a matte product. Let's see if it's holding up pretty well. It's tamed my waves down dramatically compared to lighter hold products. Overall, that might be good. Pull this out a little bit more. Oh, wow, it's getting hot. Alrighty. Looks like it's definitely a matte product. Strong hold. It's taming down my hairs pretty well. Got some baby hairs coming out, but whatever the case, we see product holds pretty damn strong. The fine tooth combs, if you're looking more of like a slick look, this offers a little bit of slickness, but again, it's a dry product. You're not gonna get the super shiny kind of neat look, if that makes sense. You do get a decent amount of hold and control, so it might be achievable if you put more product, but at this point I'm just gonna base it off on like a casual daily use. This is what I get from combing it. Do the little chair spin. So it's also advertised to be malleable all day. Just go ahead and finger comb it, see what we get. Cool. Alright, so finger combing it, a little more laid back look, less neatness, less slickness obviously, but we get a good amount of hold and control even though we already tried styling it. Again, this is the initial application. Don't really know when the product's going to dry out. We'll see at the end of the day. First impression, it's nice. Reminds me of like a lot of the, what do you call it, O'Dowd's unorthodox like water bases, where it's both a waxy and oily product, but with this it also has kaolin clay, where it gives it that kind of textury dryness. So that's where it kind of differs from those older products. I'm sold, man. I like the smell, I like the hold. Hair's not going crazy in terms of falling out of place. It's a nice weight to it. No complaints. Let's go ahead and get throughout the day. I think today's just gonna be a lot of editing. Probably gonna reorganize my room. Not too keen on how it's looking. And what else? Run some errands, take some photos at the gym, and that's about it. Nothing too crazy. See you guys in a bit. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this up. So, restyleability, easily done. Just did it right before this because I messed up, but as you guys can see, everything's still restylable. Nothing's really dried out. As with most pastes that I've used in the past, things have dried up, and then attempting to restyle led to a lot of strays. But in this case, again, compare it to like an unorthodox water base where you get that flexibility, and then now it's integrated with a little bit of clay. You get that dryness, still alive, still like functional throughout the day. One thing I did have an issue with is when I moved into a warmer area. Let's say I had to go to the gym and take some photos. Things did kind of fall apart, but once I got out to like a cooler area, things are fine. Easily fixable, but still something to take note of. Scent is pretty much gone at this point. The hold is still strong. Control is pretty damn good. I feel like the product hasn't changed since the initial application. So, and then one more thing would be the rinsability. It, for me at least, it takes a shampooing. Other people have said that it's taken just like a rinse, but for thorough, like wash out completely with no buildup, shampoo. I think that's pretty much it for the Northern Lights matte paste. We'll continue to review. I believe there's another O'Dowd's, more Shear revivals, some homebrewers, but yeah, we'll keep this stream going. So peace out, guys.